What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Neoton Familia, and we're continuing with the 1980 album Marathon. Thank you again to Juan. And the next track in the playlist can apparently be read either as look at him or look at her, and I don't know which part of the Hungarian phrase is the gendered aspect of it, so I don't know which way it's supposed to read here in the track title. But looking at it from either perspective, it sounds like someone who has an allure, an immediate visual appeal, and I suppose in English anyway you could say that phrase look at him or look at her if something was odd, bizarre, or even visually unappealing. But more often than not, it's the kind of phrase that you would use when someone has an attractive look, and thus, like, oh, look at him, look at her. It feels like that is most likely the context here. Now again, I don't speak Hungarian, so I don't imagine I'll have any additional insight at the end of this song, but it does give me a sense maybe for the sonics and how they may be flashy or bright or appealing in a way that sounds like your visual attention has been attracted to something. So let's give it a listen. This is Neoton Familia. The song translates, as I said, to look at her or look at him, and it's from their 1980 album Marathon.
De válaszul talál. Az emberek közt hallgat egy fiú és figyel, a választ már tanulja, de kinek mondja el? Egy félre marad mozdulat, ki nem mondott gondolat, félnek újra rosszul kezdik el, nem tudják még hogyan kell. Nézz rá! Hajolj közel hozzá és nézd! Nézz rá! Neked adnak mindent, hogy értsd. Nézz rá, keresd hát az arcában az arcodat, hogy megtaláljad őt, és benne önmagad. Másikon még látni, hogy nem jól szeretett. Az emberek közlélnek, a fiú és a lány most egymás kezét fogják, de elválnak talán.
A very compelling tune sonically. Again, lyrically, I don't know what's happening. But I will say, sonically, it's different than I thought. I thought it would have a bit more disco drive and bright glitz to it. And while I wouldn't say it was melancholy, it certainly was a bit more moody or emotionally expressive in the sonics than I thought it would be. So I do wonder what is happening thematically. But yeah, I enjoy that. Number one, there was like an an instrument which sounded like brass, but it also sounded like it was keyboard, so maybe it was a keyboard kit with a brass sound, or maybe it was actually a brass instrument but with some effects on it. I'm not sure. Maybe I just wasn't hearing it correctly. But there was also that sloping downward last note or chord of the phrase element that kept coming around. It was really, number one, enjoyable, and number two, it had a bit of a quirk to it, so I enjoyed that. I do enjoy all the vocals that we hear. There's a moment even where I was like, oh, that almost sounds like the Bee Gees, obviously singing Hungarian, but yeah, there was a moment there where there's kind of like a really nice and higher end vocal sound, and then there's other moments where, you know, the male voice was deeper and the female voice was very smooth. So yeah, dynamic vocal performances, I guess what I mean to say. And yeah, short of being able to analyze the lyrics, I don't know exactly how this one relates to the title, but definitely it felt, as I said, a bit more emotionally moody than I thought it would. So I wonder what is happening. Do let me know. Once again, shout out to Juan, and I will see you next time. Peace.